show you the real picture, so I took the cartoon pictures. This is Jean Charest. In 2011, you will have forgotten everything, forgotten. He hopes, because he's the most unpopular politicians ever. Right now, the percentage of people who support him is at the lowest. It's almost a Guinness record. So, and the next one would be Pauline Marois, which is this is Parisot, the one I just told you about that made this. He had to resign because what he said. He was drunk also on that night. Rivière du Loup. And she is Pauline Marois. She's the chef of Parti Québécois. If there are elections, she might become the next Prime Minister of Quebec. And so those are called the mothers-in-law, les belles-mères. Because the Parti Québécois, those are all former Prime Minister of Quebec from Parti Québécois, Jacques Parizeau, Lucien Bouchard, and Bernard Landry. And they keep poking their nose into making comments about the current politics, and it's really annoying for people from Parti Québécois, and this is why we call them the mother-in-laws. So they look, they're dressed up like mother-in-laws. And the new party, Québec Solidaire, you have Amir Kazir, whom you might know, and Françoise David. They look like clowns now, but I think they're being taken more seriously right now. Okay, next slide. And this is from Montreal Politics. This cartoonist is very good. His name is Chapelot. He's from La Presse. So you have the mayor of Montreal, Gérald Tremblay, Richard Bergeron from Projet Montréal, and Louis Arel, a former Parti Québécois Minister of Affaires Municipales. Not very interesting. This is the mayor of Quebec City. So here it's funny, it's written in the center, the Ville de Québec, it's named Ville de Québécois, which is a private company held by Pierre-Carl Péladeau, who controls Vidéotron. If you have a Vidéotron connection at home, they own it. They control many newspapers in Quebec. Archambault here, the music store, it's an empire, and they're the one who would build the new arena for the hypothetical hockey team in Quebec City. So, so we hear a lot more about Régis Labonne than we hear about the mayor of Montreal. He's the mayor of Quebec City. This one is Gilles Duceppe. You will see this thing on his head in cartoons, because in one campaign for some election, he had to visit a cheese factory, and he had to put this on, and he looked completely ridiculous. So it's not his fault. But now everyone paint him like this. Okay.
And the sentence says, tomorrow I'm going to visit...
Oh yes, that's the most funny part. And watch out, because tomorrow I'm visiting a condom factory. Okay, now I would like to... how much time do I have? Okay, we'll talk about songs and the singers. So we're back in 1836 or 1838, something like this. I told you about the Revolt. This is a painting of those events, and I told you about the movie 15 février 1839 that you might want to watch. And there is a song called Un Canadien errant, which means a wandering Canadian. Again, the term Canadian here, Canadien, means Québécois. And it's a very beautiful song about one of those people who lost this fight and had to go into exile in America. And he's looking at the river flowing, and he says, maybe you can bring my thought to my country because maybe I will never see it again and stuff like that. So it's a very beautiful song. It is called Un Canadien errant. It was written in a wandering Canadian. It was written in 18 something. Soon after, a few years after those events, and not so many people know that, but maybe people should know this song. And Leonard Cohen, next slide, sang this song in French. So this is very peculiar, special that English-speaking singer, Jewish from Montreal, Westmount, would sing that song, which is a partisan song for the French Canadian. And if you want to hear it, it's on that CD of Leonard Cohen, recent songs. It's from the 80s or I don't know. It's an old CD, and you can hear Mexican mariachi. I don't know why on this song. Well, it's one of the versions. So, and then if you go at the beginning of the 20th, no, not the beginning, La Bolduc would be, yes, before the war. She was a singer from Gaspésie, this part of Quebec, which is near the Atlantic Ocean. And she was a working class girl, singing for working class people, and she was very popular. And I have a clip for her, so we could hear her. Yes. If you go on Safari, on your web browser. Is this computer working? Can I? Yes. So we will hear La Bolduc. It is this one.
Mes amis, je vous assure que le temps est bien dur, il faut pas se décourager, ça va bien vite commencer. C'est l'ouvrage vrai pour tout le monde cet hiver, il faut bien donner le temps au nouveau gouvernement. Ça va venir, ne décourageons-nous pas. Oui, je te joue le cœur et je continue à faire lutter.
Just give me. So she was immensely popular in those years, and people should know about her. And after that, Félix Leclerc is one of the icons. He was the first singer who had some success in France. And he was, but as you might have heard, or maybe not, the previous song was in français québécois. Sometimes we say joual, but joual is the term for the slang, Quebec French slang, I would say even from the cities. And but Félix Leclerc was singing in standard French, not the popular French, the français québécois. And I have a clip also of him, so you will have an idea. So I think it would be, yes, this one. So it's
et quand l'amour dorme sous la gelée, oiseau si beau hier s'est envolé, la porte est close sur le jardin fané. Comme un vieux radeau oublié, sous la neige je vais hiverner. Photos d'enfants qui courent dans les champs, sont mes seules joies pour passer le temps. Mes cabanes d'oiseaux sont vidées, le vent pleure dans ma cheminée.
which is the anthem for